Good morning and thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock on Fox 54 News. I'm Jasmyn Cornell.
And I'm Jackson Rowland. We start this morning in North Augusta. The city received some heat online after announcing last week they're doing a limited yard waste pickup. And yesterday, the city council addressed the issue during its regular meeting. Fox 54's Lucy Birch has the latest on why it might take longer for your yard debris to get picked up.
You know, with spring and the Masters coming up, many are cleaning up and putting out their usual yard waste. But with the limited manpower after Hurricane Helene, North Augusta has new rules for that waste. North Augusta announced that they are picking up 4 bags per week and emphasized no loose yard waste. Some residents took to social media to share their concerns, so the council clarified the new rules at the council meeting.
And right now, what we're asking citizens to do is if you want us to pick up yard waste, all we're asking is put it in 4 bags. That's the maximum.
This is due to the lack of available resources while they assist the county to get hurricane debris.
The entire state of North Augusta is still got debris. So we're still tied up with trying to help out. So all we're trying to do is fill in those gaps where possible, and that's taking up manpower. But right now we're comfortable with 1 crew, 4 bags.
With only 1 pickup truck, some residents are still concerned, but feel more informed after the meeting.
They have 1 truck for 25,000 citizens, so it makes sense of why they have not picked up, what people would think. I don't understand why they may have 1 truck, but if that's what they have, I'm sure it definitely is the reason why they can only pick up just the yard debris and putting it in bags, that would help it move faster.
While it might take longer for your yard waste to get picked up, Mayor Britton Williams assures that it will happen at one point.
And I'm hoping that we will be doing it much faster and not very far long down the road, we'll be back to full yard debris pickup like everyone of our citizens expect and what they love.
The city emphasized that they can only pick up from the city-owned streets, and they haven't announced when they plan to resume full yard waste services, but they hope to be back to normal as soon as possible. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Lucy Birch, Fox 54, working for you.
All right, Lucy, thank you. Your time is 5:02. Let's go ahead and talk weather. It's a chilly morning, but it's supposed to warm up this morning, right?
Yeah, looking forward to some warmer temperatures. Are we going to get them?
Yeah, there's a possibility of seeing these temperatures reaching very close to about 80 degrees. Not today, but tomorrow. We're back in the forecast in the middle of the week. Good morning, everyone. About 2 minutes after the hour, let's take a look at the latest in our radar. We are pretty much quiet. Not a lot of shower activity developing across the nation itself. To the southeast we go into our 5-state area from Texas all the way over to the East Coast. Our dry conditions will prevail, including the Florida Panhandle area. From Aiken back over to Barnwell, Bamberg, and Allendale, we look for these dry conditions will continue from Waynesboro all down to Sardis into Millen. We have pretty much a calm condition. So our visibility is looking good. 10 miles out of Augusta, 12 out of Edgeville, and also into Louisville. Current temperatures now, and this is at the Augusta Regional Airport. Yes, it is a little on the chilly side, 38 degrees with calm winds. Relative humidity is holding at 89% across the area. These are current temperatures, by the way. 38 degrees in Augusta, 39 in Waynesboro, 40 in Millen, and 43 degrees around McCormick. Let's get you out the door for this morning at 3 minutes after the hour, 6 a.m. of clear and 43. Also the same at 8 a.m. but sunny skies. 52 degrees there coming up at around 10 a.m. this morning with calm winds. At noontime, we're already up to 60. It's going to be a little bit warmer with those winds out of the south at 3 miles an hour. We'll take a look at your futurecast and the 7-day forecast coming up in a moment. Let's get back to our news. Here's Jackson.
Well, thank you, Jane. Developing this morning, South Carolina law enforcement is requesting anyone with information on a fatal shooting in Denmark from last year to now come forward. South Carolina law enforcement says 41-year-old Quentin Banks was shot and killed in the parking lot of Edisto Apartments on White Lane in Denmark on June 23rd of 2024. A cash reward is available for information that leads to an arrest in the case.
And multiple people are injured in a crash on Deansbridge Road. The crash happened just before 3 p.m. yesterday. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office tells us a pickup truck was traveling southbound on Deansbridge Road trying to turn into the landfill entrance when it hit an SUV traveling north. According to the report, everyone involved in that crash was taken to the hospital for serious injuries. Stick with Fox 54 for updates.
And right now in Richmond County, investigators are asking for your help to find a missing man. We're told 61-year-old Ronald Jones was last seen around 7:30 Saturday morning on Fayetteville Drive in Augusta. Officials believe he was walking at the time he went missing. And if you've seen this man, please call the sheriff's office.
Georgia's 12th District Congressman Rick Allen made a stop at the Glasscock County Republican Party convention yesterday, connecting with local leaders and constituents. Congressman Allen addressed a range of issues important to local people, including the economy, immigration, Social Security, foreign policy, the Department of Government Efficiency, and his take on the first few months of the Trump administration.
I've read that Trump wants to get it where if you make under $150,000 a year, you not pay taxes, and that money be replaced by the tariff taxes. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, yeah, we'd have to have faithful for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think Congress was, you know, gonna have to make that decision, and then he could sign that into law. I want to get our budget, you know, before we start doing stuff, I want to get our balanced budget.
Yeah, understand that part.
Yeah, and do that. Once we get the budget balanced, then we got to pay off the debt.
Glasscock County Republican Party Chamber also selected their representatives for the district and state Republican convention, which is happening later this year.
Well, hard to believe, but the Masters tournament is just 3 weeks away, and local businesses are getting busy planning for the surge of visitors that will soon be in the CSRA.
And FOX54's Ansley Edwards caught up with businesses that say the influx in tourists shopping, eating, and drinking means some much needed extra revenue.
Whether you're going to restaurants or boutiques, businesses are in full preparation mode to welcome visitors from around the world.
An Augusta staple is in the midst of prepping for its favorite week and looking forward to seeing returners and new faces too.
They sign their names and then they'll add like the year every year, so it's a lot of fun.
Masters Week is an extremely busy and hectic one for many local businesses. At Reinhardt's Oyster Bar, orders were placed weeks ago, and more staff has been hired to accommodate patrons.
We're getting fresh oysters every day, and they'll be shucked fresh, and that's the big highlight why people want to come. And then we're busy designing our annual Masters t-shirts, which is the highlight of the year for our customers. They all can't wait to get their hands on it and see what our design is every year.
This year, the restaurant will open the Sunday before Masters for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, boutiques across the CSRA have been curating their stores all year.
Masters is something that we prepare for very heavily, just because we know that we are having so many people come in from out of town. We have a lot of people looking for specific things for the tournament when they go. We are always preparing for this year-round, trying to find all the new little things.
They're putting all things local on display as the additional foot traffic gives out-of-towners the opportunity to support small businesses.
And it gives us the opportunity to connect with people who aren't necessarily from Augusta and helps us with our online platform as well. We can kind of reach them in different ways.
The Masters tournament and warmer weather signals the busy season for many local businesses, and it couldn't come at a better time for some who tell me they've had a slow winter. In Augusta, Ansley Edwards, Fox 54, working for you.
Following a fun-filled and festive weekend across the CSRA, this year's St. Patrick's Day Parade made its return to the Garden City. Monday did not stop local people from celebrating the luck of the Irish. The streets of downtown Augusta were filled with people decked out in their green. Many had candy and, of course, a green beer in hand.
Irish Scots heritage is something to celebrate, and we're happy to be a part of it, and we want others to understand it a little bit, enjoy it, and have a great day.
Obviously they have it in Savannah and New York and Boston, but Augusta's special, and I've been doing this for 48 years and I enjoy it.
Augusta's St. Patrick's Day events are sponsored by the Irish American Heritage Society.
Well, one local elementary school receiving a big surprise yesterday afternoon. Every student received new shoes thanks to a donation from SRP Federal Credit Union. And
Fox 54's Aria Circa shows us what this means to the students and the district leaders.
SRP Federal Credit Union donated over 450 pairs of shoes to Oakwood Windsor Elementary School to make sure every child had a fresh new pair of kicks.
After an SRP employee attended a program at the school and noticed the condition of one student's shoes, she brought it back to the board, and from there the shoe drive was born. SRP worked with the school to gather the students' sizes and favorite colors so they would get a pair they definitely loved. Aiken County Schools Superintendent Dr. Corey Murphy says good shoes are vital to a successful learning day.
Your feet are your foundation. It's how we start the day, and if you don't have a good solid pair of shoes on sometimes, it can affect the way you walk, it can affect the way you run, and also your self-esteem. And so now these kids have an opportunity to come to school, everyone's on the same page, now they can focus on teaching and focus on learning and having a great day.
Coming up on Fox 54, hear from some of those kindergartners who got a new pair of shoes and how they can't wait to put them on. Reporting in Aiken, Aria Circa, Fox 54, working for you.
Aria, thank you. Coming up, as questions continue to swirl around the disappearance of a missing college student in the Dominican Republic, her family is now making a new request. Continuing coverage on this story is coming up.
And cleanup continues across several states after tornadoes tore through communities over the weekend. Where recovery efforts stand, coming up. Jay?
Look like our weather's going to cooperate, kind of quiet conditions here going forward for the next couple of days. Get you out the door with the Butt Stop forecast coming up at 7 a.m. at 42, clear skies. Beautiful afternoon with sunny conditions and warmer, high temperature of around 73.